Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Racha Kodash, Divine Select, Apostle Bishops, Elders, a great millstone every well. Shalom to the elect out there doing this work in sincerity and truth, and not for vainglory in season out of season. Shalom to the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of the nation of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, West Indian Haitians, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, scattered through the Americas, North, South, and Central America, and the four corners of the earth, the Israelite foreigners. Okay, the elect of you. Okay, so-called black woman, Latino, Hispanic woman, West Indian Haitian woman, Native American woman, Seminole Indian woman. They're going to go back to their natural state, okay, because this is what they were set up for, they were created for, for their man, okay? All right, so let's just go straight to it. 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, and the 15th verse. It says, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So, notwithstanding, they shall be saved in childbearing. So, we know a lot of women, they have babies, right? Because a man puts his seed in her, and, she'll have a baby. All right. But the point is, they think they're better than that. They think they're more than that. Like they want to run the show and they want to rule the roost. As I've heard a black woman say, and many black women, they think they're more than just a man putting his seed in her, which is his sperm, and her getting pregnant, which that's what's happening any damn way. So, a woman basically is a walking, talking incubator, man. The man puts life in her, the life grows in a woman, and then the baby comes to the womb. Okay, so they're going to go back to that in the kingdom of heaven. It doesn't mean we don't love them. It doesn't mean, that we look at them like less than an animal. No, man. We love our women, man. We love our daughters. We love our mothers. We love our wives. But point is that we're not gonna take no shit from a man. Okay. All right. Point fucking blank, man. Okay. All right. If she get out of line, she has to be dealt with. Okay. Just like any other man on the earth, man. You get out of line with Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, you're going to be dealt with, man. Okay. So she's a walking, talking incubator. She's going to be barefooted and pregnant in the kingdom, which is just a saying. She's literally not going to be barefooted, of course. She's going to be decked out. Shoes, skirts and dresses. No more fucking pants. Okay? She's going to be decked out. But the point is, that's the job of a woman. And there's many scriptures on women. There's many scriptures that Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai then bigged up certain women, man. Because why? Because they were righteous. But her job is to what? Bear our seeds, man. Be barefooted and pregnant. As the saying goes, all right. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. So it says, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So a lot of these women, they don't, some women will say that, yeah, I believe what the Israelites are saying, but I don't agree with everything about him having more than one woman and all this and all that. But when that time comes, they're going to become believers. Why? Because it's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. You know? You know what I'm saying? You know, so barefoot and pregnant, as the saying goes, you know? You know, so that's how these women, you know, Isaiah 4:1 is coming real close, brothers. Don't worry about it. You know, if you ain't got a woman, don't worry about it. If you a man of the Lord, you're going to have women coming out of your ears. Okay? Literally coming out of your ears, you know. But, yeah, that's the job of a woman. We have our place to protect and provide. They have their place to bear our children and be our servants, you know. And that's that. You don't need no more explanation on that, you know. So, barefoot and pregnant, okay, a walking, talking incubator, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like, you know, Esau done filled these women head up with so much bullshit. You know, they think they're better than their lot, you know, but they're gonna go back to it, you know. But don't worry, black woman, in the kingdom, we're gonna treat you real good. You're gonna be decked out. All right, shalom. Know your place, woman. Especially the so-called fucking black woman. All right, West Indian, Haitian, Latino, Native American, Hispanic woman. You're gonna get back in your place, but especially the fucking black woman. Shalom.